everyone. Hi Chloe, welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic day. First time that I'm speaking to you, crazy. I didn't even know that you were here. Wow, I've never even spoken to you. Who are you again? Huh? What? Huh? um, can't wait for you to meet Melissa Foster. Is that the fucking victim or something? There's no way I forgot another character, right? Uh, if I were to forget any character, it would be this case. I literally fell asleep from the beginning to the end. Who's a Chloe? That's so true. Who are you? Get out of here. Alright, I need to explain this real quick. The moment that I ended stream yesterday, a massive fucking spider, and I say massive all the time, but this one was really big, like, including its legs, it was like the size of my palm, around abouts. And it appeared behind my desk. Like, not the moment that I clicked stop streaming or anything. It's red, why is it red? But I might not be able to stream today. Oh no. Is it lagging? Wait, it's back to green. Uh-oh. I don't have anything open that shouldn't be. Oh golly. Let me explain the spider though. Basically it appeared right behind my desk. Like, not the moment that it's red again! Does it just hate it when I talk about this? What's going on? Oh no. But the moment that I started exporting, like a few seconds after, a spider came up from behind my desk. So I've been downstairs for the past... since then. For the past several hours, probably. More than several hours. I fell asleep downstairs, I was staying downstairs. It is red again. I might not stream today. If that is lagging, I can't stream, I don't think. Because that is... that's the one thing that will stop me from streaming, if it, like, is lagging like hell again. I don't want a repeat of case 2. So proud of you for standing up to the spider. The only reason I'm streaming today is because I asked you and you said, yeah, you should stream. Otherwise, I don't think I would have had the confidence to come back up here, because the spider's completely gone. So I don't know if that means that it's ran away to a different room, or if it's just hiding in a crevice somewhere. But yeah. So I'm a little bit spooked, a little bit shaken. I'll probably be going straight back downstairs as soon as stream is over. I don't see it lagging too much. Yeah, but to be fair, it is just a still image of my boy Bobby Fulbright. I guess let's just get started. It's green now. Let's just say that it was a little bump and it's all good now. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Except this case. I literally, like, fell asleep. Like, I remember seeing Terry Falls, and then that's it. I don't remember anything else about this case. I think I literally fell asleep with the whole case. So yeah. So you can hear in my voice that I'm not as enthusiastic right now. I think I'll warm up to it, but I have my jacket, like, on my lap because I'm too scared to put it anywhere else. Because, like, it was several hours of this spider being in the room alone. Like, it could be anywhere in the room, or it could just be gone. So, like, it could be on my bed, so I don't want to put my jacket on my bed, but it's too hot to wear it right now, so I just have it on my lap. Just in case I need it, it's just there. So, yeah. This is a very different vibe to streaming. I mean, I've streamed, like, days after I've seen a spider near my desk before, but never, like, this big and this close. It was, like, right behind where my pillow usually is. I'd already moved the pillow, but, it was terrifying. For context, I put a pillow behind my laptop so that it's not so echoey. I forgot about it because I looked up all the answers since I thought it was a filler case. That's fair. Yeah, but I don't remember anything about this case except Terry Falls. I thought it was like a boring tutorial for some reason. Yeah, more than halfway into the game, you need a tutorial. Do you know how courts work? Even though we're 4 cases in. It does give the vibes of a tutorial case since it's, like, fully trial parts and stuff. I knew that much. I know that it's fully trial parts. But that's about it. Apparently 2 trial parts, I think you said, Chloe. But yeah, let's start. The quicker that we get this over with, the quicker I can go back downstairs and sit on the couch and be not scared. I'm fearful. The girl. Let her go. For once I don't know who's speaking in the cutscene. That's my lad. My little pedo boy. Love him. Shut up! Come closer, and I kill her! Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Shoot him! Yes! Based as fuck! Terry Fowl! I think. My little pedo boy, stop. That's the only thing I know about him, is that he's a nonce, so... Ooh, look at him! Hi, Phoenix. I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Ooh, what's this? Whoa. Fugitive data picture named Terry Falls. There he is, little pedo man. Kidnapping and murder. And not pedophilia? Okay. Sentence death penalty, as he deserves it. After escaping, Falls met with, and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. Six years earlier, Mia Fey, first trial. Ugh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna die. I never should have accepted this case. Here he is, little pedophilia man. Eek! Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia.
I didn't do nothing. I swear I didn't kill nobody.
Terry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. So why'd you escape anyway? Eek! I'm sorry!
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere.
But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago.
Sorry. I told a little lie.
I don't care. Oh boy.
But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody.
Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right?
Ugga.
Eek! I'm really sorry. Is this a thing he does? Does he say ugga? Why?
They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it. I didn't kill her. I could never do that.
I don't care. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. He says ugga and eats his ball. Nice. And about 8 hours later, the policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. And is a pedo, yeah, that's his whole thing. Nice, I'm so glad. So glad that I know my client. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman?
Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped.
So that much is true. He did meet with the victim.
But I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive, it's true.
I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. Huh. There he is. You're not gonna figure out the truth by just staring at the guy. Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. I thought maybe I'd like someone to play with. Where's Mr. Grossberg? That old man's probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando. Aren't you two dating? Why do you introduce yourself with your full name? That's so funny. Like, Diego, I know who you are. We've been together 5 years. I know your name. Oh, that's silly. I didn't say... So, Diego, Is this like some roleplay shit that they're doing? Like, Mia, you know this man. You know him. So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me. No. You've got it all wrong. Today you're the finest. Oh my god, he's saying... You're the coolest. Ha! You're the coolest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine, an escaped death row convict for a first client. Yeah, Thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it, though.
Huh, relax. I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well.
Really?
However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned a reputation as a genius since beginning his law career.
Genius?
Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time.
Mia is his Discord kitten. uh, he just like saying his name, yeah. A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. Oh, I don't doubt that he's telling the truth. I just think that he's also a pedophile, so... He says kitten like 1 billion times in this case. Oh, there he is. Oh, fucking hell, you are not the judge. Oh, wow. What voice did I give him? Oh, fuck. Why are you... I don't like you. You're not the judge that we know and love. This is like when in DGS... I'm not gonna say any more than that, but when the judges changed... Not the most obvious one, but you know... DGS 2, judge change. And then Judge Santa comes back and it's like, oh yay, you're finally back. Something Canadian probably for the judge. I don't know what a Canadian accent is, I've never heard it. I think it involves A. Something like this, eh? I don't know. I don't know what a Canadian accent sounds like, honestly. I gave him like a Mikotoba voice, didn't I? Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ha 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 ha. Your Honor! That's the first time I've ever said that. Oh, this is an exciting start to my law career. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers. Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey.
Miles Edgeworth. Your Honor!
So you're the new prosecutor everyone's talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age.
At 20, Your Honor.
Yeah, come on, everyone joined at an early age, Edgeworth. You're a late bloomer considering everyone else, come on.
I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh?
Come on, Mia, you can't lose. Not to someone younger than you. Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Oh, shut up, you boomer. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct?
Precisely. But the defendant's not on trial for escaping prison. On the day that the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered.
So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death.
You got it, kitten.
Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Edgeworth's really enjoying saying Your Honor. Yeah, this is the start of something legendary.
Yes, Your Honor. Get it? That's the thing I say now. Oh, I love being a prosecutor.
It was 5 years ago. He looks like such a little baby man. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. He's such a little baby man.
It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old.
Oh, Dahlia was... sorry, not that I know who it is, but the girl was the one who fell. I thought it was Terry, because of Terry Falls. Not that I know who it is. The girl, that is. No one that we know. A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. His mannerisms are even more like Manfred's. Yeah, I did notice him, like, grabbing his arm the way that Manfred does. So the trial was long and protracted.
Correct, but in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony.
Oh, look at his little face. I feel like I'm giving him too much of a deep voice for how little tiny he looks. A witness's testimony? The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away. That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be... Exactly, the victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Aha! I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago, with only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now. You look even dumber than the first judge, you fucking loser. You idiot. Huh? Oh, I remember there was a really weird thing where the judge didn't remember Dahlia, and I was like, that's really weird. Why does the judge not remember that? It's because he wasn't even in the charge of the case. That makes sense. I didn't know that there was a different judge, though. It's just that guy. Who's this fucker? I don't like him. Yes, yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty. Fuck you! Oh, wait a minute. That's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Faye. I'm not sure I care for your word choice, or your tone of voice. Fuck you, you dickhead. I hate this guy. This is the new antagonist. I don't care who is the killer in this case. I don't even care about Terry being a nonce right now. I'm focused on this dude being a dickhead. He's being mean. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite. This judge is so mean, yeah, he's such a dickhead. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case. Gumshoe, his call is different. Hey, pal, my coat became green when I got, sent through a lawn. I got pushed into grass, and it stained my coat forever. Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe, Dick. Gumshoe, I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. I'm so happy for you, Gumshoe. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Shut up, Mia. Gumshoe's great. Have you not seen the last case? Sorry, it happened 6 years in the future, but still, he was awesome in that case. Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Gumshoe, no. Stop. She's taken. Excuse me? No, seriously, my heart is aching for you. Diego, tell him to shut the fuck up. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache. Okay, I got it. Now, Detective, tell us about the incident. I love how everyone looks so different and then Gumshoe just has a different coat. It's like in, Case 3 of Investigations 2, where in the flashbacks everyone's so different and then Delish is just the same. Now, Detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir. Right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. Okay, dickhead, I don't care. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. What the fuck? Aerial map of the area here. That is a bridge. That bridge is broken, that is going to be important. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. After stepping her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Bridge located 40 feet above Eagle River. Why is that important? 40 feet? What's the victim's blood found on the bridge?
The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge.
Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there.
Your Honor, if you would listen to the testimony we've prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day.
Why, I can't tell if I'm saying, why, Mr. Edgeworth, or why, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I was some hoser. That's probably some Canadian slang in it. I don't care, I'm British. As though I was some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Here we go, Mia. Hang on.
Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake and this guy will drink you from morning tea. Trust me, and get ready.
Tea more like coffee, ha 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 ha.
On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to the Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain.
Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. I cringed every time Godo said kitten, but now I just giggle. Sorry, Diego, not Godo. Yeah, who's Godo? We haven't met him yet. This is 6 years in the past, Chloe. I don't know who Godo is, but two different people for sure, yeah. No similarities at all. This dude's drinking tea, not coffee, so completely different. I think I would have cringed, but the fact that it's already been established that they're dating, like, that makes me like, okay, sure.
Naturally.
Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up.
Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee.
Fuck, it is coffee. I'm not trembling, it's just cold in here.
The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright. Especially for a beginner.
I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness. Everyone's a beginner in here.
Huh, you got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got, kitten.
It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all night watching. Yeah, I stayed up all night watching how to stream videos and how to not get got by a spider. Don't ask what getting got means in this scenario, but the spider would get me. It's so stupid he keeps saying kitten. Yeah, I remember he said it at one point, was it case 2, I want to say? Not that this is the same person, but I remember that Godo, the different person, also said, they're twins actually. Godo said kitten at one point to someone, and I was like, huh, okay, that's kind of odd. And now it's just try not to get got by spider challenge, yeah. Gone wrong.
On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet.
I love Mia's voice lines. This unknown person, you have no idea who it might be, right?
Sorry, but I'm afraid I do.
What?
The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls.
Oh, what? The defendant? The defendant called her?
Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls.
A note?
Yeah, a top-secret memo that she left in her desk.
Confidential police materials written by the victim. According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls. Oops, I pressed tab. I wanted to press Alt-tab and I put my finger on tab and then I just pressed accidentally. I just wanted to check that everything was good.
Oh, your suit is loud.
The defendant, Terry Falls. Yeah, whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me?
Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up.
Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer. It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person.
Hey now, don't make that face at me. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to.
Was that a trap? With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. I don't think Godot said it to someone, I think it was to the thing that was around Damask's neck. Oh, right, yeah, his girlfriend, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. That was such a good bit. It was so random.
Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls.
A bridge up in the mountains. But why meet there?
Because it's a very important place to the defendant. That's why.
What do you mean by that?
If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge.
Huh?
The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls.
Huh. Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic. Wait, so is this 2 different incidents? Him dropping the girl and him killing the lady. Valerie. Oh my god, we have an age for Godot now. 27 and then 6 years later, so he would be about 33. We've cracked the case. But like, so is this 2 different incidents? Yes, there's 2 different incidents. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. So... Okay. Right, I get it. So he was sentenced to death for the incident of killing the 14-year-old 5 years ago, and then escaped from custody 2 days ago and killed her. Then, okay. Huh. Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic. Because I thought it was the same incident, and it really confused me, because I was like, wait, so he was in prison and then escaped, and then... How's it nostalgic? Because, like, what? Huh? So yeah, that is... okay.
And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir.
Was the body of the victim discovered right away?
Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great. We even got to say, "Don't move, we've got you surrounded."
Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that? The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how'd they find out about the crime so quickly? Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right? Huh. If that's what had happened, then she wouldn't have been killed.
She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I'd noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive.
I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone.
The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway.
Mr. Falls had a car then?
Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right?
What? You mean the defendant drove his own car?
No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light.
Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves. Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything? I hate this guy. He sucks.
This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk.
I don't think I have to present anything. I think I just have to press everything. The last statement will have another piece of evidence, and then Edgeworth will be like, "Haha, you're a little dumbass. I'm the coolest."
Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there.
Looks like it. Whoa, that doesn't look too comfortable. She's dead, dumbass. I hate this guy. We need someone to hate for a case. We don't have Larry. We don't have Kudo. We need someone. And Terry's not here right now. The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct?
Yeah.
Huh. Diego, why do you laugh like that? Why do you just do a single ha? And it happens just randomly as well. You just do it. It's so confusing. It's the one thing that I've always been like, why does he do that? Huh. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back. We're talking about a woman here. What? Why did you even interject? What for? Why?
You can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back nice and firm.
The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car?
There's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange, do you?
Do I? Well, I don't see any blood. You'd think that there's some blood. Ha, I'm the coolest, gotta.
Ha, I'm the coolest.
Was this always here? This statement? I don't think it was. Maybe I do need to present something. Okay. Falls 4:30 p.m. at that bridge, where white scarf... Oh, it's gonna be that she didn't have... Yep, no white scarf. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Come shoot, there's a body. What do you mean there's nothing strange in the trunk? Okay, so I think I just present that there. Glad I checked the evidence. See, case 3, the fucking omnibus. That's stuck in my mind ever since. I gotta check the evidence.
There's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange, do you? Anyway.
I'll stop press everything, but... What did the defendant have to say about this photo?
What he always says, ma'am. I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. That's all he says.
Nothing? I wouldn't say he did nothing. At the very least, we know he stole a car.
It's just what he always says, Your Honor. And then he always says... Sorry. I told a little lie.
I hate him.
Or something like that.
I hate his dumb little face. I hope that he cries for real. Well, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested.
Precisely. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain.
That certainly is some impressive police work. I love that one sprite of me. It looks like she's like boomboxing, you know, beatboxing even. When she puts her hand over her mouth and off again.
Well, no actually, it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. We figured that Mr. Falls might just try to run.
What do you mean it was too close for comfort?
The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 p.m. And it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint.
That was kinda close. Any later and Mr. Falls could have slipped right by.
Listen up, kitten. There's a big trap waiting for you in that testimony.
A trap?
Walk into it carelessly, and it'll leave more than just a flesh wound. Fun, huh?
No, it's not.
Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you'd better get some more information. And if you're gonna get caught in a trap, it's best to get caught early.
This gives kinda, slight turnabout storyteller vibes with Diego in the core council. I like it. Like, this person that we've been... Obviously, it's not, like, super... You know, it's not really, like, us and someone who was a rival in the... But, you know, it's a similar sort of feel.
You can always look for contradictions afterwards.
The ever-famous contradictions. I sure hope I can find some of those. For a second I didn't think that the music had stopped and I was so confused. I was like, what? What else could it be? Witness. Oh, what is it? Do you have something to say, Ms. Faye? I'm sorry, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that. Ugh, you should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Ms. Faye, I'm not sure I like this. I don't like you, your dumb face.
Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy?
Candy?
Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee.
What? How much younger is she? Oh, we don't get her profile. She's not... How dare you? Grr, come on, Mia, shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective.
Yes, ma'am.
This photo. You said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim.
No.
There's a fucking dead body in there, dude. That's pretty sus. It very clearly says wear a white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like, thus the special request. Everyone knows that if you're 20 you can't drink coffee, it's illegal, yeah. Don't want to get drunk from coffee overdose.
I
I have one very simple question for you, Detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo.
well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am.
Can you stop there? You should have looked for it.
Oh!
The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I'd expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Whiteworth, what do you have to say about this?
Ah. I see the defense is a little lacking.
Huh?
The scarf you're searching so desperately for, is it this one perchance?
Why the fuck do you have that? And that is blue. Ah!
Oh, where'd you find that, sir? On Dusky Bridge. I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation.
Did you steal it?
Oh, why? Why didn't you tell me? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel.
I don't think that's allowed. Right? Am I crazy? I don't think you can just take evidence.
It's the safest place I know.
That hotshot sure has a flair for the dramatic. That's not white, dumbass Edgeworth? Yeah.
It's not exactly white as the caller requested, but as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for.
It looks like it spent some time in the mud.
Not surprising. It was drizzling on the mounting that day. Mounting.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, he was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time. The court will accept the scarf into evidence. Worn by the victim at the time of the incident. Found on Dusky Bridge. What? Why does he have fucking little hair shit on his face? I hate him. I hate his dumb little haircut. I hate his dumb little face. I hate his dumb little voice. Ignore that it's also Miko Toba's voice, who I love very much. He's dumb. Not Miko Toba, this guy. Not this guy, this is Edgeworth. The judge. Not the judge, this judge.
Now, if the attorney for the defense has finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Fay?
Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck.
Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively and with hard evidence that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on the bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there.
That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it. Everything's moving at his whim.
Don't forget, kitten, there's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius.
A genius, huh?
Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place.
What? Well, that's fucking convenient, isn't that? Is that the character Chloe mentioned earlier? Got a fucking name, dumbass name, fucking stupid name.
There was an eyewitness who was there when the
also, there was something... Am I crazy? There was something else here. I don't know if I read. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this and the whole truth must come out. It's brand new and sparkles in the light. Proof of my profession.
There's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place.
Melissa Foster? The witness? Am I forgetting a character? Fuck. Am I stupid? Am I a dumbass? I must be. Yeah.
There's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place.
We also checked Terry's age real quick. He's a whole ass 25-year-old man. So what, he would have been 20 years old dating a 14-year-old? Charming.
There's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on.
Who the fuck took this picture? Where is this? Where the fuck is this picture being taken? Holy fuck.
It's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off.
Looking at this photo. You really get the sense that this bridge is very high up.
It is about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below.
Mr. Redworth, who took this photo anyway?
Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party.
Aha! A potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom?
Well, they said that they absolutely did not want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. Shut the fuck up. I hate you. I hate this guy. He's fucking dumb. I hate him. Look at his fucking stupid little head. I want to slap him right on top of his head. In between those two little bald spots. I want to go... I want to just get him, you know? Just get him on the head. Shake him about a bit. I'll go wah 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 wah. Do that little like rattling cartoon noise, another one. And then his brain falls out of his ear, runs away, starts bouncing all over the room. And then he goes, awooga, awooga. And then his eyes pop out, jaw drops to the floor. Awooga, awooga, pant, pant, pant. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Seems to have been taken by the witness. Goofy Judge Beard, yeah. I fucking hated this guy. In every conceivable way. Why couldn't they just make... Like, they had the blueprint for a perfect judge, and they did everything opposite. Like, you could have put the beard from the other judge on top of his head instead, and it would have made a better judge.
So as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge.
Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty. Not again. That's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. What do you mean, Remember to clip the brain-popping judge thing you just said? That's perfect. I'll keep that in my head. I actually have so many clips. I clipped so much today because I was just downstairs. I was downstairs, not really sleeping much. Let me, like, count how many clips I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clips just, like, in my folders right now. I have 7 clips prepared. I'm so prepared to just, like, not do any clips for ages. Like, the next week, I don't have to do any clips. I can just relax, you know? Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. Thank you. The sound of alert didn't play, because of course it didn't, but thank you. Event on Dusky Bridge.
Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place.
Who is this eyewitness?
She's a college student.
A female college student.
That's right, meaning she's female and a college student, ma'am.
Thanks.
She doesn't do well in front of other people, so I came here to testify for her.
Maybe so, but as the attorney for the defense, I have the right to cross-examine her.
For the time being, we're not relying on the witness's statements. That is all.
What is that supposed to mean?
The prosecution has other, more decisive evidence. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of a female college student.
A female college student, eh?
It means she's female and a college student, sir. If you absolutely must hear her testimony, you'll have to give us a good reason why.
Grr. Please tell us about the more decisive witness in question. Evidence, even, fuck.
This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf, sir.
Accidentally? What do you mean, accidentally? The victim is wearing a scarf in that photo, alright. So, about the witness who took this photo. What was this person doing all the way in the mountains?
She was taking photos of wildflowers, apparently. Dahlias, even. There are many unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Faye. People in the area say it's because of the spirits that live there.
So those spirits, now that you mention it, this photo, this cloudy fog-like thing, is it a ghost? I don't believe it.
No, Your Honor, no. I don't think it's a ghost. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on.
Ding-a-ding. Drizzling, huh?
That's right. There was a light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. But not as dreary as the mood that's in this courtroom right now. Haha. Looks like a cold front just moved in. In any case,
The point is that the area was quite damp. There was even some fog. Edgeworth? What the fuck? Oh, the point is that the area was quite damp. That confused me so much because for some reason I thought it was the testimony. Because it faded out for some reason, that was so confusing. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right in her stomach. How? They're facing together, how do you push her in the back? I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal. Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed? Or were you the one getting pushed? Or does it mean that you pushed someone down like that once? With his mind-boggling tales and the way he said brutal, I wonder if he's Canadian. Huh. Save your nasty look for the right person. He is not Canadian. He's a British Canadian wannabe. Huh? Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to wet itself. What the fuck? Diego! What are your metaphors, my dear fellow? Hey! Watch where you spilled your coffee! The court record, huh? So I'm guessing that I just have to present, like... Do I just have to present the wrong photo? The photo and be like, hey, how could he have pushed her in the back? That doesn't make sense. That must have been when the scarf fell off. The court record wet itself. Yeah, what the fuck, dude? So in other words, there was a struggle between the criminal and the victim, huh? That's what the witness said. Well, it looks like she didn't remember about the scarf. But from what she said, it sounded like a pretty violent fight, ma'am. The area was wet from rain. And the bridge was probably wet too. Which would explain why the scarf was all covered in mud, but... There's something about this testimony that's still bothering me. Talk about a surprise. I had no idea there was a photo. So what do I do? You really still believe him? Mr. Crybaby, I mean? Of course I do. So the little kitten believes in fairy tales, huh? In that case, the answer is obvious. And what you believe is if what you believe is the truth, then that means that somewhere hidden in that testimony is a contradiction. One huge contradiction waiting to be discovered, and that's your chance. Let me save, because I'm not too sure, but I feel like it's just I present the picture of them on the part where he said that he pushed her in the back. No. It was that statement, though, that Diego said was, so see, the court record wet itself on. Down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Stabbed in the back, well that is right. Maybe it's not even this statement. Diego, are you leading me astray? Let me read the rest of them then. Eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the victim wearing the scarf, sir. Is it the same scarf? Probably. Yeah, it's the same scarf. I think it might be the statement, I think it is too. Yeah, I do think it is that statement, because Diego said the court record read itself. Why would he say that if... Drizzling that day, unfortunately it's a little hard to see what's going on. I mean, not really. You can see the two people pretty clearly. Stabbed her in the back. Where was the knife? I guess we can't see his front, but where's... It was that. I guessed. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I guessed. So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct? Is it just that the coat isn't wet? Oh, fuck. Is that it? The coat looks dry? Because it's kind of difficult to tell that. If that's it, fair enough, I guess. So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct? Yeah, and fog too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere. But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk. Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right. Oh, wait. Wait. Show me the picture again. Show me the picture again. Is it that the ground looks too dry? Because the ground does look pretty dry, to be honest. Is that it? It's either the ground or the coat. Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. Oh fuck, I should have fucking saved. I think I'll guess the ground shot. Naturally, the answer is right around here, I think. Well, Miss Redworth. Fuck.
It seems to me that Miss Fay could use a trunk herself.
I think it's the coat. Well, I do as well now. What?
One that she could hide all her bitter memories from this trial that is.
Oh, you truly are a genius. A genius of sarcasm and wordplay. Oops, looks like I really put my foot in my mouth that time.
Just relax. Lick your wounds clean, then go after him again, kitten. No matter how bitter the memory, it can never be as bitter as dark black coffee.
Alright, Mia. You've gotta think harder this time. Now then, let me ask you one more time. Let me save this time. Naturally, the answer is right here. Okay, I thought that she was gonna say I think again. The victim's coat. As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it. That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge... Oh, that makes sense. Then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud.
Huh.
That's exactly right. The other day, I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled. I'm happy. I'm happy that happened. Are you sad? Are you sad that I'm saying that I'm happy about that? Because I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy that your dumb beard was destroyed. I hope that you have to shave it off because it's so bad. Dumbass.
I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy.
But that's what you're arguing with the scarf, dumbass, so how's the scarf muddy?
If Yona had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, your glorious hockey beard prize of the legal league would be wet but not muddy.
Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. Canadian bullying Canadian judge compilation. I fucking hate this guy, he sucks. I hate him.
Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day?
The surface of the bridge? Huh?
Huh. A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this.
Neither would a real woman. I got jump scared by the judge, that's so fair. This dude is horrifying. Of course I can.
Huh! Huh! I am the coolest!
Here's the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy. I mean, it's just the scarf, because that's what Edgeworth was saying, is that it's muddy because of the scarf. The evidence is this scarf. Ah! It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud.
Ugh! No, I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo!
He said the line! Oh, we love this misogynistic little prick. Oh, we gotta love him. Little fucking dickhead. Oh, hasn't learned that sexism is bad yet, little dumbass. Hey, same to you, buddy. Ms. Faith's assertion makes perfect sense to me.
I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf.
Should I just go full Egg Benedict voice for this guy?
However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction?
Huh?
For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we?
Huh. Alright. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here.
Huh. You were doing pretty well, for a little kitten.
Mr. Armando, Mr.? What the heck? Young Edgeworth doesn't realize he's being an asshole, yeah. He's only ever heard that word before, he doesn't actually know the implications. Just like when he said, I guess short people have feelings too. I've seen that screenshot and I can't believe it's real. I thought that it was edited. The explanation is because it happened? Of course, yeah.
No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence. It's one of those three.
What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over here that said it. This court has not the habit of accepting false evidence, you know.
Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court.
Huh?
But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is.
I think it's the... I don't know, fuck. I want to say the picture, but I don't... Yes. The false evidence in the case is the... body in the trunk? There's a body in the trunk. I feel like the witness lying is the easiest thing, right? The body in the trunk. I mean, why would that be faked? Because the mud would still be there. I guess it's... the... testimony? I mean, the photo can't be false. The body in the trunk could be, but that still doesn't explain. So it has to be the testimony. A witness lying in Ace Attorney? No way. It's a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen?
Yeah, that's what the witness told us.
Gumshoe would never lie, so it's gotta be the other two. Yeah, but the witness that we're talking about isn't Gumshoe, it's the lady. That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all. That's true.
Huh. It's not just true, it's the truth.
Oh, that witness, never mind. Is fucking... Melissa... oh, what was her name? Fuck. I don't know. Melissa Foster, a little liar, a little bitch. Sorry, that was rude.
And though it's truly a decisive witness in this case. I'm certain that boy wonder over there would have called them in the first place.
Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well. The most well-known Ace Attorney character ever knows Melissa Foster. Sure, yeah, I believe that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all.
Oh, you should brace yourself. For the brutal truth.
Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time.
Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time. What Mr. Edgeworth said kinda worries me. It's been an hour already. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Damn, it's been an hour. Oh. I thought it was gonna be to be continued. Never mind. Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes.
This is it, Mia. The battle begins here.
To be continued. No, never mind. Witness, what is your name and occupation?
That's... you lied. Did you come up with a fake name? Everyone's so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Oh, when I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double in a dozen donut holes. I wanna fuck this guy up. I wanna punch him in his head. Like one of those You know those punching things where you punch them and it like gets hit and you just like roll your fist around and it goes brr, 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 brr. I want to do that to his head, just brr, 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 brr. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite. Fuck you. Ugh. What the? Wait, how old is she? She's not here yet. Okay. Hey, not so fast. Wait. No, I did the math earlier, didn't I? She was 14 then, and it was 5 years ago? She's like 19, dude. Fucking get a life. Hey, not so fast. Ah. As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court, please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Faye, you could learn a lot from this man. Fuck you. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me.
Sir.
Hey, yes, my dear.
This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause.
Not at all. It's no trouble at all. Shut up, you fucking bitch. I'm talking about him, not Dahlia, by the way. Bitch! You must be mistaken, that's Melissa Foster, yeah. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation?
My name is,
No way, it's real! Oh my god, it's real! What? Wait, it's real? I am so sorry for doubting you, Chloe. I was mistaken. This is Melissa Foster. How could I be so foolish? Of course, this isn't Dahlia. This is Melissa Foster. Oh, silly me. How did I get them confused? They look so different. Now that I'm realizing, I'm like, yeah, you know, the hair's completely different, the outfit. Oh, you thought it wasn't Melissa Foster? Yeah, I'm so sorry. Oh, I don't know what came over me. I'm so silly. Judge less than any Ace Attorney character. Yeah, this judge sucks. Least best character.
my name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department.
You're on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? And you're the one who took this photo. Is that accurate?
Ah! How can you be so mean?
Now see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that? Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. Next time I'll be forced to penalize you. Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this is taken. Is she staring at me?
And you would be?
Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name's Mia Fey.
I see. So... my throat. Fuck.
Yeah,
So you are.
so I am. What the fuck are you talking about, Melissa? Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
I would trust judgment bear more than this judge, yeah. Fucking, I hate this guy. I hate him so much. I want this guy to fucking die in a car accident. It's what he deserves.
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then, I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here.
I was standing right over here.
What? There's a fucking cliff in the way of your view, you dumbass.
I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs.
Oh my god, she was taking pictures of flowers and I said as a joke Dahlia's because it was said that Dahlia died or some shit like that. She was the one who was fallen. That's... and then she is Dahlia. Damn, I predicted it because I'm such a massive brain. So you took the photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to.
Oh, what a cute camera. Just like its owner. Shut up, fucking bitch, dumbass little fucking Idiot. Little fucking... twat. Yeah, I got you there, didn't I? Twat. Melissa Foster took the witness's photo with this small but powerful model. Alright then, Miss Faye. Time for you to cross-examine. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. How does it feel being a twat, sir? I don't know if it's gonna penalise me for pressing, but I'm getting the vibe that it might be. I don't think so, but it might, so I'm just in case.
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers.
Did you say wildflowers?
Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers.
But it's only February.
Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come.
Oh, I know just how you feel. It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I want you to I want to tug it. I want to grab your beard by the bottom and just yank it. I want to yank it, but I don't want to yank it off your face. Not on the first tug anyway. I want to yank it so that your face gets pulled down, and then your brain bounces out and goes a wooga wooga, you know. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly. Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor?
And I noticed there were 2 people standing up on the suspension bridge.
Was there anything strange about the 2 of them?
I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there, so I decided to watch them, like some kind of peeping Tom.
No, not at all. Everyone is like that. Yeah, maybe you are, you fucking bitch. I love watching other people fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. It sounds like you're a terrible judge and a terrible person. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place. You should be fired. Too much info, Your Honor. In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were.
Well, anyway, I was watching them very closely.
If you got together all the judge bullying you've done, we'd have a solid 10 minutes of judge bullying. Perfect main channel content. Listen. This judge is a dickhead. I don't need to make content out of this because I get enough gratification I'm happy that he's being bullied. You know? He's such a dickhead. I might do that though.
Suddenly, they just started fighting.
Do you have any idea what they were fighting about?
No, I have no idea. Why do you ask that?
Oh, I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said.
I would never eavesdrop. I've got more class than that.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Grr.
That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment.
Why'd you take a photo?
Well, the 2 of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just kind of took over.
Smells like a lie to me. Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. Everyone knows Melissa's a good person with a kind heart. Yeah, she's so sweet. She can't do any wrong. I shall use my grandson to test my comedy routines on. I hope your grandson says, "You're not funny." I hope your grandson says, Hey Gramps, you're a dickhead. I hate you. I'm leaving." I hope that's what he says to you, dickhead. So he wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this. And not that he's funny, at all. He's actually stupid.
All I could do was to use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police. And right after that, I called the police.
Right after that. Right after. Between 4 and 5 p.m. 4:30 p.m.
Right after that, I called the police.
Yeah, right after, I'm sure you did. Because she's so sweet and kind. You called the police?
Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape.
What do you mean murderer? You saw him kill her?
We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we'd already started our operation.
That was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh? If Cherry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kitten. That girl has the judge wrapped right around her little finger. You're gonna have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
You're gonna have to come up with something really good, Mia. Even though I don't think I have to save again because I already saved, and nothing's happened. Wrong photo. I almost presented the trunk and then I would have been really confused because I would have been like, what? That photo wasn't it? Huh? I don't get it. When it's just the wrong photo. Witness. When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? This music playing down.
Well, you see...
The photo we presented was the only one there was.
But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. No. No. Get it? I'm like Homer Simpson from the hit TV show The Simpsons. I love Homer. My favorite part is when he neglects his wife, just like I do. My apologies, young lady. But his face assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. He can certainly downplay a situation, can he?
I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean.
Can we check that? You ran out of film?
This photo was the last one.
What?
Ha! Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All of the other photos are of the witness herself, playing among the wildflowers.
That's nice. She just wanted to have a good time, just playing with the flowers. The witness herself? Then who took the photos?
Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it.
So you took photos of yourself? Yeah, Mia. I remember taking some photos of myself once too. Please, no details. It was of my humongous dick. It's so big. It's at least 2 inches. And my wife is always very pleased. She says, I'm so dry right now, why can't you get me wet? Which I think means good. If a pussy is wet, it means that it has an infection. That is what my hero Ben Shapiro has once told me. I believe him. My wife's pussy is always very, very dry, so I do very good with my very big dick. 2 inches, I say, almost 3. It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all. Oh, wait, just a minute. Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh?
Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
Yeah, that's so poetic. Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge.
Boy, this guy's really a sucker for sweet talk.
Huh. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening. We hit Judge 2-inch dick.
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers.
Where? This is the same testimony. Am I crazy? Oh, this is different. Was this part here?
The victim turned around and tried to run away, but...
The victim... Why do you think she tried to run away? Why have we not been presented with the murder weapon, by the way? That seems pretty important. With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal.
This was a large, powerful man with a knife.
If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently.
What does quaggy mean? Quaggy? Why you? If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river. I'm so epic. I would just jump into the river and get away. I would get away, I would. And then...
Shut up. Shut up.
There's still something wrong with this testimony.
She only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back.
10 yards. It doesn't say distance. Oh wait, 5 yards, wait. 5 yards. I don't know. Maybe that is. I'll present that there once I've pressed this. So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him?
Well, it's a narrow bridge, and it was swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her.
That seems to make sense. I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off.
Huh, does it now? You have a good sixth sense. When you feel that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why.
If Terfaz isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kitten. That girl is the judge wrapped right. I've already said this. I'm a fucking dumbass. I'm a little idiot. I'm a little bitch. I'm a little dumbass.
That was the wrong thing. Yeah, that was the autopsy report. It was that. There we go. Witness, your testimony's a joke.
Huh? What? But I just...
Miss, hey, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. One short testimony and 2 bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. You say there were 2 contradictions? It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the 2 of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, then the victim... Oh! I didn't realize that she was backed up here. I didn't even notice when I said oh. When I said oh, I thought that she was here. And I thought, well, if she ran 10 yards, then she would have been blocked, right? Because she was here. So she wouldn't have been able to see anything that went on around here. But yeah, if she was here, then absolutely she wouldn't have been able to do anything. Right, yeah. This is this, so yeah, okay. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well, then... she would have hit a dead end. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have even ran 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side.
Ah!
Oh, what does this all mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court. What a bitch. Not you, Edgeworth. You're lovely. Except when you're a bitch, then you're a bitch. But he's a bitch. Not you, but you are a bitch sometimes, but he's the bitch always.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion.
What do you mean?
There's one major mistake in this diagram.
What did you say? What are you referring to?
It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it.
So you're saying?
I'm saying that even though the bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident.
Oh, fuck you, you bitch. That's ridiculous.
You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence.
Huh, that guy's good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward.
Well, Miss Fay, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation. Seems like you're a little dumbass.
I'm gonna punch this guy.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No, 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 no. It wasn't your fault at all.
Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw.
Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Miss Foster.
There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden.
You can't know that there's a car.
He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
But how do you know that there was a car?
Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I am still shaken up.
If he accepts this testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
This trial isn't over yet.
Huh. That's what I like to hear. All right, Miss Fay. Your cross-examination, if you please.
The contradiction's staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. Yeah, but I kind of want to press things. I kind of want to do a little bit of pressing.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms.
Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge?
Actually, maybe she did fall.
Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she'd fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy.
If you don't mind, I was asking the witness.
Ah, no need to be so rude.
Well, young lady.
Of course she didn't fall down.
What a bitch. He interjects on the guise of like,
Oh, sorry. Yes, witness, you can speak.
when it's like very obvious. You dickhead.
Of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could.
Huh. We're one step too slow.
And then what did the defendant do after that?
Then he carried her over to the car.
You personally witnessed that.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Did anything strange happen when he did that?
Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off.
You mean the scarf?
Her words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem.
Well, I do. Dumbass.
I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden.
You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself?
Yes.
Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult.
Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that?
Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly.
Wow, why'd he get so emotional all of a sudden?
Miss Fay, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us.
He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge.
Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? He could have just thrown her in the river.
Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there.
But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct?
There's also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. You know those monks, they just love cold, isolated places.
I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes.
It would be so much easier to just throw her off into the water.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
And you're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body?
Well, he was wearing a prisoner's uniform, but as for his face...
So you're saying you didn't get a clear look at his face?
Well, they were far away, and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw.
Excellent. You're a remarkably honest young woman. Something about this testimony is bothering me. But what?
Hey, kitten. Have you ever put salt in your coffee?
No, why would I?
Why not?
Huh?
It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right? Listen, my point is, if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence.
He's right, Mia. Go present something. You've got nothing to lose.
By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well after all.
Thanks. What? Did I present the wrong thing? I'm doing that again. What? That's not it. What? Maybe it is what I thought then. Yeah, about the water. A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving a body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Oh well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area, and you'll see how. His face looks like Kermit the Frog. When he does that face, he's such a fucking idiot. I hate him. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Miss Redruth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Ah! In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. You have 10 murders which will occur at that same spot above the Eagle River. You can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. Order! 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 I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Fay, but I must admit it does seem odd to not to have thrown the body in the river. Well, Miss Redworth. Ah, how sad. Perhaps Miss Fay would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you've claimed to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Ms. Fay, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all. But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous. Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who's he talking about?
All right, I'll do my best.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up, carried her over to the car. Killer broke into...
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
Uh-huh. What did the man do then?
Well, naturally he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police.
And so that's when you called the police? You're sure that you saw that with your own eyes?
Yes, I'm 100% certain.
I see. Fuck. Oh wait, she's here now. Witnessed and photographed the incident on Dusky Bridge. Fuck. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time.
Huh? Done what?
Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Fay? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes?
Yes, and?
It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you try to see the car. This outcropping of rock is directly in the way.
Ah,
That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car.
ah.
I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock.
However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car.
That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine.
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash.
Ah,
I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that it's being referred to is really more like a cliff. Ah! Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but you still claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
no!
Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it.
But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. Oh.
Mr. Judge,
Oh, what is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that.
Miss Fay, no one on the face of the planet is perfect.
Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is to human, to forgive divine. Yeah, and you know what I say? Fuck you. Dumbass. Deciding between dumbass and dickhead. I think both of them apply, dickhead. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair!
Huh. Save the tears for later, kitten.
Mr. Armando.
Don't look back until the trial's over. Now's the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair.
Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
So tell me, how'd she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk?
Aha!
Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're gonna have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom.
Oh, well, witness.
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
Oh, what? Let me see that photo. Yeah, I do remember that, but how could she have known that? It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Fay, are you satisfied? The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. Satisfied with what? I'm satisfied that it was broken. I'm not satisfied that she saw it. What she just said. Is there a contradiction in there somewhere? You gotta say yes. I don't know. I'm just gonna say yeah. Melissa Foster, it looks like you finally betrayed yourself.
What?
You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. Okay, yeah, that is what I was thinking. I don't know if they meant, is there a contradiction in the photo, or is there a contradiction with her testimony? Thank God. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally. I finally got her.
Huh. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here.
Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Fay explained herself.
Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... I guess she must have put in the corpse herself, but... She's so tiny, how could she do that?
There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches. Yes? What is it? Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself.
Oh, oh!
The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was... Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it?
That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that...
I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open.
But he stole the car.
He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition.
Oh, I see.
Bitch! Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk.
Can we just lose so Terry goes to jail? Yeah.
No!
Preposterous! To even suggest that the witness put the body in there? If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred, and we already know that at the time she was taking photographs.
It was timed, the photograph. Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth.
Huh?
There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why, it's almost as if she'd brought this camera just to take this picture.
What are you trying to say then, Miss Fay? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed?
Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes. She was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field.
Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make clear Miss Foster's true identity.
What do you mean true identity? She's Miss Foster, obviously. Melissa Foster, obviously.
Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the bridge occurred?
Right here. Naturally, the witness was right here, I think.
In the spot where the defendant's car was.
Oh! I thought I fucked it up because she said I think, but... Yes, she had to put the body in the trunk before the defendant returned.
You don't mind if I ask one teeny-weeny question, do you, Miss Fay?
Uh-oh, he's got that condescending tone in his voice.
If she put the body in the trunk at that time, as you suggest, that must mean that Valerie Hawthorne was already dead at that point, correct?
Indeed.
Please take a look at the top of Dusky Bridge. It certainly looks to me like the victim's still alive. Am I mistaken? If Valerie Hawthorne was already dead, then who is this? The mountain's famous for spirits, so maybe you think it was the ghost of the victim.
It was her, Melissa. Well, it could have been a spirit. Right?
Miss Fay, don't waste the course time with this kind of foolishness.
What? Wait, no, but that actually helped me come up with it. Because I didn't realize... I thought that was... Valerie, but no, this is Melissa. That's crazy that it gives you a whole different line of dialogue for that, though. Naturally, the witness was right here. But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Miss Hawthorne certainly was standing there. Order! 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 Miss Fay, what on earth? Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. See ya. Fucking yum. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim.
How asinine! Of course Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. What? It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster.
Me?
Let's remember that it was raining and foggy in the morning that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. You literally earlier said about the scarf, you fucking dumbass. You didn't remember her face. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. But since then, my client spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. You're just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof? I've got it all right here, and this piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like. Well, where is it? This? White scarf and identification, there we go. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely, this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear the scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster?
No!
Oh fuck. She died. Well, I guess I won. Your Honor, the defense rests its case.
Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together. The only question is, why'd she do it? Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit. Huh. Mia, that's not what he meant. He meant motive. Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies. Yes, Your Honor. Understood. Very well. This court is in recess. Fuck you. Dumbass. I'm so happy that I get to have a break from looking at your dumb face, you fucking moron. I hate this guy. He fucking sucks. We need an antagonist, okay? This dude's being it so far. Oh, but in the defendant's lobby we have another fucking antagonist. Fucking pedo Terry over here. Fucking dickhead. Fucking dumbass. Fucking bitch. Whenever I go to the defendant lobby, I have to bully him. Whenever I go to the court, I have to bully the judge. I never have any free time to myself. I have to bully people constantly. People are dickheads, aren't they? Mr. Falls,
Ooga!
Eek, I'm sorry.
I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up.
Thanks, we're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime.
Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past.
Obstacle?
Yeah, motive. How would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway?
Motive, huh?
Anyway, we're still badly in need of information.
Information? Right.
What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing.
What is it?
Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy's on death row for.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie.
Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago.
Okay, I trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it every day.
I want you to fucking die. funny.
This picture, it reminds me everything. Bridge looks same, just like then 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute.
So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years.
Huh. Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute.
It's true, I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne.
You're your girlfriend? Huh?
Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne?
The victim's last name.
Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister. And when I say little, I mean little.
Oh, what? Are you serious?
The girl.
The girl, let her go.
Shut up! Come closer, and I kill her!
Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Shoot him! Shoot him! Fucking dickhead, isn't he? Oh, look at her! Oh, she does not deserve to be in this situation. Fuck you, you bitch. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. Jesus Christ, poor Dahlia. She's justified. At first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but I love this reminisce theme so much, it's so sad. I don't care about Terry, I just care about Valerie. Yeah. If Terry was out of the picture, they could have been so happy together. This dickhead had to go ruin it. Fucking pedo Terry. At first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect your little sister, I can understand why she did it.
Wrong! No protect sister! Valerie betray me! Betray us!
What do you mean she betrayed you?
Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping too.
And make-believe kidnapping.
Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love.
Oh, you fucking pedo. Hey, my dear fellow, how does it feel? You have confessed. How does it feel that you've just confessed to me? Do you understand what that means, my dear fellow? It means that you are now going back to jail. You're going back to jail, and guess what? You're still on death row, dumbass. Feels good to put a pedo in jail. Pedophile. Yep.
My teen angel. I'm a pedo.
That's why I gave him this voice, to make him sound fucking dumb and horrible. Can we start another case for this guy? What, wait, he's the culprit? I hope so. Don't worry, this ends very, very nicely. Did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. That's not the issue. That's not the issue. Mia, that's not the issue. Do you know what the issue is there? I'll give you a hint. It's not the first word, and it's not the third word. But there is an issue, somewhere, that isn't the first or third word. One of those words is an issue, I'll tell you that.
I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
Anything Dahlia says? I have something great that Dahlia could say. Kill yourself. That would be a great thing for Dahlia to say. Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too.
Valerie? Huh. She would have been 19. Because Dahlia, she's 14. I can get why she wouldn't really think any better. She'd just be like, oh yeah, sure, let's do that. Okay. Valerie, though. A little bit older. Valerie was in on it?
Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business. We get 1 jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note. We sent to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer cause she knew detective.
Having a police detective in your pocket's a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh?
Yeah, but that woman... That woman, Valerie, she do it for real. She shoot at me for real. Me and Dahlia.
Good. Well, you specifically. No, Dahlia!
I was shot in arm. Dahlia. She jump in river.
She jump in river. Good for her. She fucking ran away.
Dickhead.
Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you?
I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over.
And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence.
I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me.
Good. Oh, look at her. That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below. Valerie, my queen, getting this pedo convicted. Let's go.
These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know.
So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself.
Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her, just ask why. Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear answer come from her mouth, that's all.
And I can guess what her answer would be, because you're a fucking nonce. So that's why you made a crazy escape like that.
Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it?
Huh? Where's what? Oh, the diamond.
Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond.
If I was Valerie, I would have lied too, exactly. I feel like there was an easier way to get him convicted of pedophilia, but... You know, still worked out in the end. Dahlia pretended to... I still don't know how that happened, because, I mean... We know that Dahlia is... Melissa. So... Ooh. Dahlia Hawthorne, deceased. Well, never mind, shit. I thought I was onto something there, but I guess not. Dahlia's dead. Yeah, what was I thinking? Here's Melissa, duh. Silly me.
The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it?
I don't know.
Huh? You don't know?
No, really, I don't know. It's gone, with Dahlia.
With Dahlia? So, she took it with her when she fell.
That day, on the bridge. Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone, with Dahlia, gone forever. Into Eagle River.
Nobody but children use backpacks, I'm sorry. But if your girlfriend has a backpack, you're a pedophile. I don't care how old they are, if your girlfriend has a backpack, you're a nonce. Sorry. Like, seriously, who has a backpack over the edge of, like, once you get out of school, like, what's the point in a backpack, really, you know? It disappeared. With Dahlia, huh? Oh, wait a minute.
You can come back in now, we're about ready to go, British people.
Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne?
Never found her, my sweet Dahlia, who was 14 years old.
They never found her.
Swallowed by river, gone, Dahlia, my teen angel, I am a pedophile, ugh.
Backpacks are handy, but you're right, I prefer tote bags. Exactly. Like, you just have like a tote bag or I think I know what a tote bag is. Or like a handbag or something, you know? Or a suitcase, if it's really some lots. Unless you're going on like a trip, you know? In which case that makes sense where you'd need a backpack. But like even then, like a suitcase or something, you know?
Swallowed by river, gone, Dahlia, my teen angel.
You're a teen angel. How old was she anyway?
Just 14.
Just 14, so you recognize that 14 is a very young age. Super young age, and you are like,
Yeah, she's my girlfriend. I kiss her, I smooch her. And she's 14. My teen angel, she's a baby, little baby. And I kiss her and smooch her because I'm a little pedophile.
you fucking dickhead. 14? I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds. Mia... Are you like... Are you for real? Like, yeah, he's a pedophile. This is not something to be like, well, I guess you're robbing cradles before diamonds. Like, that's not a wacky moment. Oh, our client's so silly. He's dating 14-year-olds. What a silly guy. Oh, what a silly guy. Like, no, he's a pedophile. To be clear.
She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man oh man, angels these days.
Falls takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel? Or is she really a devil?
It's time, kitten. Looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now.
You bet. $2 million gem used as ransom for Dahlia lost to Eagle River 5 years ago.
The training wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron's hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it.
February 16th. Nice. Oh! Edgeworth! You fucking dickhead. You're back? Well, guess what? I'm back, bitch. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. You fucking bitch. You fucking loser. You pathetic whelp. I wanna grab your nose, and then I'll take it, and I'll be like, got your nose, and you'll be like, where did my nose go? And I'll be like, bitch, I got it, and then guess what I'll do to it? I'll fucking eat it. No more nose for you. Can't smell anymore. Can't pick your nose, because you pick your nose, don't you? Fucking snot sniffer. Fucking dickhead. Yeah, you won't have a nose anymore. Idiot. Voldemort looking ass. Fucking bitch. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best.
You're a brave young lady. Not this again.
I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on an innocent student is...
What are you talking about?
My witness is not the person on trial here.
My sister told me to tell you to stop cursing. Curse more. Fuck shit. Bitch fuck. Fuck dick. Dick fuck pussy. Pussy ass. Fuck dick. Fuck. It just sounds like I'm describing sex now.
He's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman?
It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course, I think.
Ha! You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Kitten.
Mr. Armando, I call him Diego. You're dating, aren't you? Is this before they were dating, actually? I guess it could be, but didn't he... We know that he died very shortly after this, right? Because... Melissa was in for questioning, right? I think you taught her at least like 5 bad words. You're welcome. But we know that he dies like very shortly after this, so did they just immediately start dating and then he dies? Or are they dating now? In which case, this is so formal.
Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets.
There it is, the phrase. Oh, we love him for it.
Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted and knots is the mark of a pro.
Maybe so, but I wish he'd quit grinning at me like that. This guy's never frowned in his life. He's such a happy-go-lucky guy.
Excuse me, may I speak to Mr. Judge?
Of course, Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like.
I'd like to say something.
He said the line, the emo line, yeah, woo!
Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why. I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true.
I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. I'm a little bitch. I'm a little gremlin. I suck the souls of little girls. I take them and I steal their souls. But they have to be pure, so I need to know if you're a pure little girl. So please, tell me that you're pure little girl. Num. You know? Sorry.
Looks like this witness is a real professional. Oh, what do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click. She lights right up.
I'm about to make cookies. Chloe, I was getting hungry and I didn't mention anything because I'm like, you know, I'll just get through this stream, won't think about food, and then I'll be able to go downstairs and make up some good, like, pizza or something. And now you're talking about cookies? Now you're talking about cookies? Never mind, my mum's making them. I think I can keep watching a stream. Well, still, you've mentioned cookies, so now I'm hungry. Now I'm even hungrier than I previously was. Are you happy with yourself? Now I'm like, yummy food. But there's no food. I don't have any in this room right now. I do actually have 3 donuts, but I'm not eating them. Not right now.
Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say.
Cookie, 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 cookie. How could you? Stop it! You're bullying me! I'm making you hungry. Stop it! You're making me hungry.
Melissa Foster's history.
I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I'd never even been to Eagle Manor before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer, holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago, or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
He certainly is, Dahlia. I mean, Melissa. Oh, my stomach's grumbling now. This is your fault, Chloe. I was able to hold it in and not think about it before, and I'm thinking about cookies. Ah, cookies.
Out of the country, eh?
Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder.
Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile.
You bet. Somehow I have to tie her to this case. If I could send you cookies to your house, I would, I promise, honey. But you can't. I'm just hungry now. You know what? When we finish this case, I'm going downstairs and I'm gonna eat something just to spite you, because now I'm hungry. And I'm gonna go, yummy. That was so yummy. And then you're gonna be like, no. That's what you're gonna be like. You're gonna be like, no. How could this happen? I am so upset right now. That's what you're gonna say. And I'm gonna be like, yummy. I've eaten. Eating something to spite me? Yep, you know it.
I was out of the country until the year before last.
So, what country were you living in then? I pressed Q.
We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed...
Get it? She's Foster. Her name is Foster. She's a foster child. Fucking loser. Imagine being in the foster system. Imagine.
It was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone.
I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification.
What kind of sob story is this? What do I do? Should I press her for details? Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in?
Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in, and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to this case.
I've lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could never have known Mr. Falls or Detective Hawthorne.
Yes, I think we've established that point.
Yes, indeed. Well then, shall we add what you've just stated to the official's testimony?
Yes, please, Mr. Judge.
I thought Melissa Foster was a put on Miss Imposter. Miss Imposter. I don't know what Melissa is. Melissa D's nuts. I don't know.
Naturally, I didn't know either the victim or the defendant.
And I'm not gonna look it up because last time I did that was Ken Bullard and I kind of spoiled the twist. I mean, if someone's watching this playthrough and they've never seen Ace Attorney before, like, what are you doing? Come on, there's so many better playthroughs. I'm gonna spoil some shit, like, come on. You didn't know either person. Are you certain of that?
Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people.
Oh well, that can't be helped. I see you just agreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth. The first time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct?
Yes, it really was a coincidence.
What do you mean there's better playthroughs? You are the best one, of course. Yeah, of course I'm the coolest. But I mean, like, if you've never seen the game before, This playthrough is so scuffed. Like, this is not a beginner's playthrough. This is like I watched the game 5 years ago. Or I played the game 5 years ago. I always say watched, because I watched playthroughs, but, like, I played the game 5 years ago, but now I've kind of forgotten stuff. That's what this playthrough is for, specifically, because that's what I'm going through.
Until I entered college, I'd never even been to Eagle Mountain before.
So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway?
I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing.
You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. A gold digger? Is that what you're saying? But Eagle Mountain's a 2-hour drive from here, and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to.
Well, I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty and its cold yet romantic gloominess.
Didn't know you were such a goth. Like my boyfriend. By the way, what's the name of your college?
The prosecution objects to any questions that involve the witness's private life. This is my private life. This is my private life. This is my private life. Come and get me out of here. Get it? It's funny. Gossip from the greatest attorney.
Huh?
All that matters is that she's a material witness to the crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent.
Thank you. She's really gone too far.
Miss Faye, you're treading on thin ice here. I hardly said anything. Talk about it sensitive.
And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer.
But Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, I looked at your Twitter and you said ACAB. Are you saying that you're not telling the truth there? Do you really not think that all cops are bastards?
No!
Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you should know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car.
Well, that's...
Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing.
Oh, really? And why's that?
The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that, at that time, an officer showed her this photo.
That seems like a rather serious mistake.
Huh, that's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book.
That's not fair!
That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day.
I agree with you,
Holding a grudge in killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago.
A grudge?
Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt.
My client's always maintained that he's innocent of those charges.
He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well.
What do you mean by that? The scarf, dumbass.
Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well.
Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. Melissa Foster has a different pun name in Japan, and it means vengeful foster child. The English translation's pun is just Melissa sounding like malicious. Oh, that is boring. Boring English, yeah, that is boring. Brasada! You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that? I guess Melissa Foster, malicious Foster,
Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification.
Why, if I'd been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me.
Funny that you mentioned that. That's true. He's clearly a bitter man.
As bitter and black as my coffee.
This is bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? Have it added. Why not? Your Honor, what the witness said just now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony.
The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer, and a mentally unbalanced one at that. A pedophile, even. That testimony only helps to further prove that point.
No, that's not why
Enough. Witness, if you would.
My pleasure, Mr. Judge.
I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. You weren't wearing a white scarf. You were wearing a blue scarf. Is it just that again? Probably not. Am I crazy? This has moved. The evidence has moved. Why have they moved the evidence? What the fuck? Why have you moved my evidence, you bitch?
I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf.
What do you mean by lucky?
Well, it's February now. Everyone's wearing scarves. If I had accidentally worn a white scarf like he said...
Then you yourself might have been killed.
That would have been a terrible loss for this world. And me especially. I love little girls. Huh. Looks like you pressed too hard this time, kitten.
Mr. Armando,
Keep looking around you, and you're gonna lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk.
okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Armando.
Are kidnapping a poor girl? I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
He certainly is. You knew about that incident. But weren't you out of the country until the year before last?
Well, I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news. They had an in-depth report about his whole history.
So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right?
Yes.
I can't let her get away with these lies.
Listen to me. She's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow you're just gonna have to get her to show the court her true self.
Do I have to press something again? Fuck. I hope not. Is it? I was out of the country until the year before last. Naturally, I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. Pretty sure you were right about the scarf thing. What was I right about? Did I say something about the scarf? Call her a silly goober until she goes insane or chant the crazy. I was crazy once. What? Is it that the scarf isn't white? It's blue? Actually, the scarf wasn't white. You were actually wearing a blue scarf. Ah! How did you... Witness, I want you to look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification.
Ah, you're talking about this scarf right here, eh?
Oh, I get it. Because that was the thing. I was looking at this because it says confidential police and thing, wear white scarf. But then I was like, no, we've already talked about the scarf. But the scarf that we'd been talking about is blue. So how did she know that the scarf had to be white? Right. That does actually make sense. I did think about both of these, but I didn't think of them together. That makes a lot of sense. I was like, yeah, confidential police material, so no one else could have known. Wear white scarf, but we've already talked about the scarf in front of her, right? But we were talking about the blue scarf.
Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing.
I've got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. Oh, white? This is the scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me. Oh!
Well, it was foggy that day, and it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white.
Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf.
Yes, but what's the significance?
It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but there was only one explanation for this mix-up. The reason why the witness thought this scarf was white is... Witness, have you ever seen this note?
Note? No, never.
It's top secret evidence. There's no reason that you would have. I wonder about that.
Oh, what do you mean?
This note shows Mr. Falls' instructions to the victim regarding their meeting. It says, wear white scarf for identification.
White scarf.
Oh! Witness, you knew what this note said. And it's because you knew that you slipped up and mistakenly said white scarf. Well, Miss Foster?
No!
Damn. I was taking a breath when she screamed, so I was a bit delayed. Order! 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 Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation.
I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public.
And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person. Did you say one more person? Oh, because the note says... Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. The whole truth must come out. Did you say one more person?
That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten?
Yep. The third person that knew the content of the note was... And that person is... Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There's her name, right there. Oh, what's this? So, who is this person? This Dahlia Hawthorne?
Ah, Miss Fay must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life.
The dead?
Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago.
Killed in a crime? You don't mean...
Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls.
You said she was killed, but was she really?
What are you implying?
Of course, people thought she died 5 years ago, when she fell off of Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found.
She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead.
But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she'd be 19 now. Melissa Foster. I believe that's the same age you are.
Even you couldn't... Miss Fay, you're not saying...
But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What? You little bitch. I fucking hate his dumbass face.
Huh, nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist.
I understand. If I can expose her true fuck, I'm drinking water. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now's my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm. Witness, just who are you anyway?
I'm...
I didn't think it had come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
Yes, I understand.
Oh, what? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself.
Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far.
You don't? You don't mean...
Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses.
Oh, what did he say? What did he say?
Huh, looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go.
No way. But then, why?
If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't gonna say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade.
Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
But, I thought she died 5 years ago.
We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see...
Why? Why'd she hide her identity for 5 years? wait, she's Dahlia Hawthorne? What the fuck? Yeah, where? Melissa Foster. Where? Okay, let me get this straight. Melissa Foster was... where? Was... Dahlia Hawthorne? Where? Oh my... Guys! Melissa Foster was Dahlia Hawthorne! Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god, I've just cracked the case. Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current case. I would argue it very much does. There could be so many motives just from that. You fucking bitch. I don't like young Edgeworth, he's just stupid.
She was merely an accidental witness to a crime.
Yeah, a crime of the murder of her older sister. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder.
Really, Miss Fay, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win.
I don't like this Edgeworth, he's just a dickhead. Not as much of a dickhead as that judge though, eh?
Yeah, fuck you! Fuck you, grave governor!
What was I gonna say, grave?
Fuck you, grave digger! Fucking dickhead! At any cost.
How dare you?
Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious, her big sister. Miss Fay must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her.
What? I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Fay, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister? Oh, well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me. Oh my god, turnabout. If I ever am a mentor to someone, I'm gonna tell them to turn it around.
Huh. I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten.
By the way, isn't this just The Rock? No, Dahlia had it, not... Oh, never mind. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. Wait, was that not... No, it was Mia. Oh, that wasn't me. It was this guy, this crazy coffee addict.
I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man.
Huh. What makes you think they're empty, boy?
Because your protégé looks like she's sweating bullets.
I am sweating bullets.
You think you're in a tough spot, huh?
Of course, aren't I?
No. You've just arrived at the moment of truth, and that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you.
Up to me?
Ah, the rashness of youth. How charming.
You can't call someone who's like 27, 20. You can't call someone 7 years older than you old man. And then someone who's, we don't know Mia's age, but not much young, in fact, older than you, youth. She's older than Edgeworth, you fucking dickhead.
The rashness of youth. How charming.
It's coming from someone younger than me. Mia's like 21, I think. This fucking dickhead. And now I'm talking about the judge again, because he's on screen. I was talking about Edgeworth, but then the judge appeared on screen, and so I started thinking about him. He is the dickhead. You fucking...
Fucking dickhead! Get in there!
Now then, let's not waste any more time. Ms. Fay, what motive would this witness have for fuck? I didn't fucking save. I'm a fucking idiot. I am a dumbass. A little bitch, maybe. You can't perfect that. It was perfected with Damon Gant. You can't do any better than he did, you fucking dickhead. I'm just gonna say the rock.
What is this? Is this the defense's idea of a joke?
If so, I certainly don't get the punchline. Well, Miss Fey? Oh, that was the rashness of youth. The rashness of youth? And what is your point in furthering such a stereotype?
That witness stayed hidden for 5 years, kitten. There must be a good reason for that. And somehow it must involve Valerie Hawthorne.
Okay, one more time, Mia. You gotta... I have an idea. I have an idea. Let me look through the evidence first. I think I have an idea. I'm gonna do it.
What is this? Is this the defense's idea of a joke?
If so, I certainly don't get the punchline. Well, Miss Fey? Fuck. I thought because she went along with Terry's plan and... nah. Huh. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. It was the right thing, but I had presented the wrong evidence. Because I thought that because it said that bridge, but it doesn't even... It doesn't say anything about that incident, so I did think it would be Terry, but oh well. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. Wait, unless it isn't what I was thinking. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. The whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth. The whole truth? It was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. Never mind then, I was completely off.
A terrific story, Miss Fey. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Fey. What was this secret that was so important? Where's your evidence?
Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne, and Terry Falls. There was only one important secret that connects them all. Oh yes, I know this secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago. We believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Very well. I'll grant you your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf? I'm gonna fucking punch this guy in his stupid fucking forehead. I'm gonna punch him in his forehead so hard that it creates an indent. And then he goes around and people are like, hey, what's that indent on your head? And he's like, oh, I'm a superhero. My name is Fist Man. And he has to say that because he's got a fist ingrained in his head. And it's too embarrassing for him to talk about how I punched him in his stupid fucking head. Fucking dumbass. I fucking hate this guy. He's a fucking idiot. Look at his fucking cheeks. What's wrong with your cheeks, dumbass? Why is your face so wide, you fucking idiot?
Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge.
Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. My little maple leaf is not only the most Canadian thing I've ever heard, and ew, fuck you, Canada Judge. Yeah. Fucking right knobhead, any. I turn so British when I'm insulting this judge. He makes me British. That's what I hate about him. He makes me British.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls.
Judge looks like he spent 420 hours in the sun. Yeah, what an absolute dickhead.
The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm.
As he deserves.
Proper dickhead, that one, innit?
That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
Hmm.
The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe, after all that, she murdered her sister? Preposterous.
Thank you, Mr. Redworth. Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor? As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Mr. Redworth got the jump on me again.
Huh. If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We've still got that info. That ace up our sleeve.
What info?
Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged.
That's right, it was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby.
I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too.
Fucking right and all that, Annie. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret.
"5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls.
Did you and Mr. Falls have a relationship?
Yes, as a tutor.
You were tutoring him? What? Mia. Mia, you fucking moron. Maybe you are a bimbo, like Edward said, you novice bimbo. She was 14! You were tutoring him, Mr. Falls.
And no, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me.
That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14. Yeah, she was. Crazy. She was only 14. That's a crazy thing. She was only 14.
They probably came up with the kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns are in the jewellery trade, and are quite wealthy, you see.
Quite the clever fellow, that Mr. Falls. Did I hear him right? Did he just call Mr. Falls a clever fellow? Yeah, well, pedos think alike.
The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge.
I heard the diamond's valued in the neighborhood of $2 million. $2 million?
It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk.
A $2 million pint of milk. I don't know what to think about that.
The defendant demanded that her sister Valerie make the exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual.
By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why do you think you wanted to make the exchange up there on the mountain? If you ever got surrounded, it'd be hard to escape.
There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it would be easy to tell if he was being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety.
What a wickedly clever man that Mr. Falls is.
Yeah, right. It was all your plan. She was 14, you fucking loser.
Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain and... After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm.
That was a dangerous thing to do considering you were being held hostage.
Yes, but actually, that saved my life.
What do you mean?
You see, Mr. Falls was holding a knife in his right hand. Somehow I just knew he was going to use it. I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me.
Good on Valerie.
That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind.
I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment.
Well, when Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm, he let go of me.
I also didn't get much sleep, did I mention that? I slept for like a few hours maybe. Like 3 or 4 probably. Because I was sleeping on the couch.
I was dazed. I turned to try to run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin.
A bloodthirsty grin? Oh.
And in the next instant,
I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I'd been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. Then just one little shove from behind. That was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money.
And that's why you hid your identity.
Yes, I only told my sister.
Valerie Hawthorne, eh?
Yes, she's the only one who knew about me.
Ow.
Meanwhile, legally, this witness has been deceased for 5 years.
I didn't ever want something like that to happen to me again. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
So I think that's when she said that Terry pushed her into the river where you present the diamond. Because Dahlia was the one holding it. So why would he do that if Dahlia had the diamond? And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right?
Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of.
That makes sense. Without an insider's help, doing all of the paperwork would have been impossible.
She was the only person left in the world I could count on. And you think I killed her? There's no way I could.
It's the moment of truth for this witness, too. Once the truth about this staged kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know how much of a Jezebel she really is.
I've just got to prove that kidnapping was a hoax. It's not that. Oh, don't save. That would be awful. I'd be soft-locked. It's kidnapped by Mr. Falls. Yeah. Ransom price was a raw diamond. Won by the victim. Yeah. Bridge unchanged for 5 years. Oh. What? Excuse me? There's no way. Bridge unchanged for 5 years. It has fucking shit all over. There's no way he could have just pushed you off. I think it's that, but... How is it not that? Am I getting ahead of myself? Wow. I'm shocked. She shot Mr. Falls in the arm. What if one of those things where we need to press again? That's what I'm thinking. I hate it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna press everything again. Hold it! He was gonna kill me. So he was holding you with his left hand, pointing with his right. I can speed it up by holding enter. I thought my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. Okay. Maybe kidnap again. And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right? Did I press this?
Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of.
That makes sense. Without an insider's help, doing all the paperwork would have been impossible. I think I did.
She was the only person left in the world I could count on.
The moment of truth for this witness, too. Once the truth about this staged kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know how much— yeah. It's been a while since I've seen that dialogue, so— huh. I'm honestly shocked that it's not the harness railing shit. It was the plans? You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe.
But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls.
I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible.
Impossible?
I asked that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge, now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you've claimed, instead of being carried away by the river? Well, how do we know where they were on the bridge? You would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. What? That's not... Is that even right? Am I crazy? Because, like, she was facing this way, right? In the picture. And then... What? Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. Oh! Alright, if the events occurred just as the witness has testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this?
You see, I...
Just a moment, Your Honor. Sorry, I turned into my older self. Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Yeah, see, if she was pushed from behind... She didn't say she was pushed back, right? She said she was pushed from behind. So she would have been pushed forward, right? Am I crazy? Oh well. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. Nope. Couldn't have. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Miss Dredgeworth's explanation correct?
Now that you mention it, I do remember now, when I fell off the bridge, My skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires.
What? You can't be serious! Also, that's not a skirt, that's a dress, you fucking dumbass. Order in the court now!
It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion.
Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault.
What?
I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again I'm forced to say that's impossible.
Ridiculous! What's so impossible about it?
Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from here, there. No!
But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over.
His arm was fucking shot, dumbass. So young, and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. Ah! And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had a gun trained on him, at point-blank range.
Oh!
So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge, that's clearly impossible.
Gah!
Order! What is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this?
Indeed. What do you mean by such ridiculous remark?
Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide.
Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You're probably confident that you could handle the swift current, but even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river.
Oh, and what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river?
It's the diamond, I'm pretty sure. The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. 5 years ago, something else had disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond.
Ah! No, it can't be.
Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million, she was gonna keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. She was 14, come on. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack.
Why, that's simply ridiculous!
Order!
Your Honor, 5 years ago the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan?
This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well?
But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping?
Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. And this is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister, Dahlia. And then she told her what she was planning to do. Planning to do?
She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note.
That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You fucking dickhead. You twat. Oh, who is that? Laughing at a time like this. You don't do it as well as our OG judge. Fucking wanker. Forgive me. It's just hilarious. Oh, witness? Is that you? You amuse me, woman. Ms. Mia Fey. Huh? You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally.
You have the evidence to back it up, don't you?
Evidence?
Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14,
I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister. Oh, well, And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond?
if you can't provide evidence to at least show that.
Well, Miss Fey. I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Fey.
Are you stupid or something?
How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I'm forced to reject the assertions made by the defense. Of course you are. Is this it? Is it really over? That girl's made a fool of me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Huh. With that evidence, the trial's over? Who decided that? Mr. Armando! He's gonna be like, well, we also have testimony, and then we're gonna call Mr. Falls. Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony? On the dang question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Falls' stolen car, and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who's the one person who can testify? I fucking wonder. That's not penalize, it's you. You can testify. Listen up, this is your last chance. Think it over carefully one more time. Relax, Mia, this is easy. I love that line. It's like, hey you, person playing, this is easy, you fucking idiot. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia, disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Falls. God, my two least favorite people in the world are gonna be in the same room. Who am I gonna bully? Who can I decide upon? Well, Miss Redworth, what is your take on this? Now I've decided it's gonna be him, fucking loser, fucking idiot. Huh! Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. Flip a coin to see who to bully more. I don't have a coin, but I do have a dice. I do have a dice right here, so let's say 1, 2, 3 will bully Terry. 4, 5, 6 will bully the judge. Fuck, it went behind my laptop. It landed on 3. Who was that again? That was Terry, right? Yeah, Terry. Alright, we'll bully Terry. He's a pedophile. Sorry for not talking in chat, I'm a little sleepy. That's fine. Sleep. Sleep, you bitch. Sorry. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. I'm a little man.
Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes?
I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me.
Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million. I don't want to sleep until you're done. Well then, I'll just have to finish after Case 4 then, so that you sleep.
That's not true.
Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne, or was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago she promised never ever betray each other.
Terry,
Dahlia, it's true. You are alive.
you don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad.
Tell the truth, the real truth. I believed in you.
I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know.
Ugh.
But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
You gotta give it to her, she knows how to manipulate a pedo.
Dahlia.
I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial.
I can't believe that I only can bully Terry. I want to bully the judge. He's such a fucking nerd, but such a fucking loser. But I can't say that. So Terry's a fucking nerd and a fucking loser, and a pedo.
Witness.
Gah!
Eek! I am sorry. I apologize.
Water, please, water. Can't talk, need water.
Huh. Oh well. I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself.
Uh,
But there is something I will say. Fuck you, Terry. Yeah, fuck you, Terry. Who Terry Falls saw?
That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on Bridge. I watched my car from Bridge. I never put nobody in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked. Then she left. That was Valerie. Not my Dahlia.
Fuck you, Terry. Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you?
That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial.
Huh?
Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Is this how you wanted to end, Mr. Falls? I want it to end this way. Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence?
There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. Probably ought to fucking know.
I hate this fucking dickhead. Proper wanker, innit? This Falls man. Falls guy I meant to say, but I said Falls man. Falls man, Falls man. Fucking dickhead.
That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge.
According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you?
It was raining. Already dark, too.
You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes. Mr. Falls?
Eagle Mountain, that spot. Strong memories.
Why'd he just climb up? Could it be he's hiding something here? What did he say? I don't know, I don't care.
She wasn't there, so I waited on Bridge.
You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct?
Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it.
I'm sure he is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. To find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of the eye.
I watched my car from Bridge. I never put nobody in that car.
You were watching the car.
That bridge, other side is broken. Nobody can come from there. So I was watching car.
Oh, what else were you expecting him to do? I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling. A contradiction? I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge anyway.
No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it. Anyway, nobody came. No car, nothing. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me.
Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne?
I never lie. It's the truth. It was Valerie. I remembered her face.
Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why'd you make her wear a scarf as identification?
Sorry. I told a little lie. But the woman I met, she was different from woman. She was different from woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie. We talked, then she left.
What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls.
Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. That was a likely thing to do. She said that. That's why she lied, got me the death penalty.
And were you satisfied with that answer, witness?
Dahlia died. It was my fault, but I don't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in.
Huh?
It doesn't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead.
You fucking nonce, I hate you. But you just saw that she isn't dead.
After Valerie talked to me on bridge, nothing left to live for. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia.
Fucking wanker. How can you be so sure? It was raining at the time, and sunset that day was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark in that mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Falls, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall, once, for something you didn't do.
That woman, it wasn't Dahlia.
Stop right there. What more needs to be said? Even if it means the death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder, you'll still do whatever's necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Falls?
I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her.
Mr. Falls.
Even if he can show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. He'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. That's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess.
Oopsie. Oopsie. Is it literally just gonna be that there's someone in the car? No. Oopsie. I'm looking at the map, so he was on the bridge looking at his car. Yeah, that does add up. I was thinking maybe the car was blocked by something. Fuck. Fuck. So she left. Oh, what if I have to press again? Fuck, I hope not. Fuck. Ooh, yeah. I already presented this here, didn't I? Oh. Dun 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 dun. Hmm. I actually have no clue. Writing something here. Hmm. This was the one that they said there was a contradiction or something, right? Nobody can come from there, so switching car. I wish the car from Bridge. I don't know what that was. Oh. Right. He's standing on this side. That's the direction where the car is, over there. Right. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're sure, huh? Well then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying.
Huh? Where? Where?
Who? I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Fay. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photograph. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, he must have arrived at the bridge after she did.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Falls? Please don't get so worked up. I just want the truth. He's fucking coughing like a fucking loser.
I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true.
Huh?
I had somewhere to go. A special place.
Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge? I forgot how fucking stupid this guy is. It had been so long I forgot how fucking dumb his face was.
Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love.
A memento?
5 years ago, I hid it under a base of tree there. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get.
This little bottle on a necklace is your memento? It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. Ugh. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car.
No!
Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. I've still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls?
Let's fucking go, you fucking dickhead! Take that! That's enough. Please.
Oh, witness.
I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink a bottle.
No! Stop the trial! Your Honor, we need a recess.
I was stupid, couldn't keep promise, so I did it. I drank this.
No, we're so close. Just a little more. I was gonna prove your innocence. But not your innocence on pedophilia.
No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again.
Mr. Falls.
Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee.
You fucking wanker. Mr. Falls! I'm so happy. The pedo is dead. Da 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 da. Let's have some fucking confetti in here. Come on, Judge. Unless this judge doesn't do confetti in his courtroom, there's no way he's that lame, right? Ha! Look at his fucking dumbass face. Look at him, he's fucking dead. Look at his dumbass face. He's a fucking little bitch. And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I don't know, I'd argue that I won. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought it'd never heal. Why are you blinking? I thought it was supposed to be like a still image, but they're blinking. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, the judge, he left the courtroom with a secret smile on his demonically sweet face. Don't worry, he's not dead, he's just sleepy. I hope that he's dead. Unforgivable. That witch. Talking about the judge, of course. Mr. Armando. We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself. I don't know. I think it was my fault for saying kill yourself. But I'm glad he did. Don't cry, kitten. You're gonna make my coffee all salty. I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Mia. Oh, the fucking music! Ah. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. Oh fuck! No! Mr. Armando! Get him to the first aid! Immediately! The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Oh, never mind. He's fucking... Look at him. Ooh, he's a fucking smooth criminal. Look at this guy. Ooh. You got a wise guy, eh? Mr. Armando. Damn. No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time, and you file them away and eventually forget them. Oh no, call a medic, Mr. Armando. No! Oh, that was me speaking, by the way. 1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Courthouse, not courtroom, right? We're not with that judge. Our judge, right? Best judge. Not that judge, right? Courthouse, but not courtroom, right? I myself got wrapped up in that case. Oh gee, Rick. I don't know. That's part of the cases where Goddard smashes a glove by gripping it too hard. That's so awesome. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put in trial for her crimes. Dahlia didn't deserve to get killed.
The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face.
I meant cup, why did I say glove? I was just going along with that. I was like, sure thing, yup.
It was finally all over. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I could have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something's happened that's made me remember all this.
Look at him, he's such a little guy. Woo! Should we continue the... Oh, look at him, it's Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Should we continue? I don't know. I feel like either way I kind of want something to eat. But then I'd have to go downstairs. Actually, I'm not going to have anything to eat. But should we continue? Should we do... Because we'll probably just do the next investigation, then that'll be it. But you can continue if you want, but I'm going to go nap. It's been 3 hours, 22 minutes. Before you go nap, can you say, do you know how many parts there are in this? Like, not how many, like, investigation parts in a row, but, like, actually, I can look this up. I don't know, like, is there 3 in total? You know, it goes investigation, trial, investigation, trial, investigation, trial. Or, what is it? Bridge to the turnabout. Transcript. So it would be... There's 4 parts, so there's only investigation, trial, investigation, trial. There might be multiple investigations or multiple trials in a row, but it is just investigation, trial, investigation, trial. I just know each part is really long. Okay. Do you know roughly how long? I don't know. Might end for today, I think. Yeah. I've been in this room looking around at all the walls for long enough. I think we should end it there. We ended on a high note of Terry fucking dying, finally. And that judge, never saw him again. Unless we see him in the next case, but I hope not. And also we saw him in the stolen turnabout, but that doesn't count, because that was his evil twin. His good twin, actually. He was the evil twin. The good twin. He was there. Not that he was much better, but better. Terry fell. Yay! Woo! Thank God. Ooh, my back. Oh. Okay, so... that is gonna do it. I was actually... around about as boring as I thought it was gonna be, to be honest. I don't know. I personally didn't fancy that case too much. Especially after the last two. The last two were fucking bangers. That one was just kind of mid. Which I thought it was going to be, because I got so bored that I fell asleep the first time. But that was, like, very early in, so I thought they would. Maybe. I'm going to bed, snore. Have a good sleep. I hope that you have some lovely dreams. And they better be about me. You better dream about me, or else I'm going to be pissed. And then you're going to have nightmares about me, kid. Yeah, but that was kind of mid in my opinion. I didn't fancy that case too much. But apparently Bridge to the Turnabout is like one of the best cases of all time, according to like everyone. So yeah. I imagine that we'll be able to do investigation trial in one stream and then investigation trial in the next stream. And if that's the case, I don't know. I'm trying to think how many days my mum's at work, because I might be able to finish investigations before the month. That's kind of unrealistic though, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. So hopefully in the next 2 streams, we'll be done with this game. Not many streams, to be honest. We've only had... This is the 4th stream. Damn. So yeah, hopefully in the next 2 streams, we can finish this game and hopefully start investigations, but I kind of doubt it. I don't know. I hope so, but, you know? Something that I do want to do before I, potentially stop streaming is I want to do Deltarune Snowgrave. That's probably going to be one of the last streams that we do. But I do want to do that. Chloe said that I could probably do it in 1 stream, because apparently it cuts off a lot from the main game. But yeah, we're going to do Deltarune Snowgrave. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but because apparently it's quite complicated how you need to start it or something, I just haven't. But I could definitely ask some people when it comes that time to do it. But yeah, for now, let's focus on Trials and Tribulations. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. And then I don't know when I can stream after that, but I can stream tomorrow. So I will probably be streaming tomorrow, unless I don't, in which case I won't. But yeah, I hope that everyone had a great time. Terry is fucking dead. I'm so happy the judge isn't, but oh well. At least he's living in misery now. That was the only trial that he conducted, and it got cut short. And then the other trial that he conducted with Look At Me also got cut short. None of his trials ever go to the end, so he's always upset and sad and crying. What a little fucking bitch! I hate him so much with a passion. He's a dickhead. Who's gonna be our antagonist when we play next time? Aw. Oh well, we'll find someone. Anyway, that's gonna do for today. I hope that everyone has a great time. And yeah, bye bye!